Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the next session of our orientation on the hiring guidelines of senior high school teaching positions under DepEd Order number 3, series of 2016. In here, we will discuss the details on how will the applicants be rated according to the documents they have submitted. This is the session for evaluation criteria and computation of points. This is the summary of the points assigned for each criterion per track. Teacher applicants shall be evaluated according to the following criteria: education, teaching or industry or workplace experience, specialized training, interview, English communication skills, portfolio or outstanding achievements, and the demonstration teaching. Each applicant is evaluated based on his or her preferred subject group. So if you are applying on the academic track, for example, then the points assigned in rating each criterion would be the points appearing under its column. Same is true for other tracks like TVL, Arts and Design, and the sports track. First in the list of evaluation criteria is education. The maximum points assigned, 20 points for academic track, while 15 points for other tracks. In here, the main document to be evaluated is your TOR, or the transcript of records, in your undergraduate studies, or the bachelor degree you completed. The committee will be looking for the certification from the college or university you graduated of your general weighted average, or the GWA. So hopefully you included that in your folder to make the job easy. Because in the absence of such, then the evaluator will have to compute for the GWA considering all the subjects you have taken in your tertiary level. So this GWA will be the basis in rating your education. Using the GWA, the percentage rating equivalent shown in the table shall be the basis of assigning the equivalent points under education. The first column is the percentage equivalent rating of the applicant's GWA. Each range of GWA rating has an equivalent points assigned for academic track and for the rest of the other tracks. Notice that under the academic track, the highest point is 15 and 11.25 for other tracks. A little way short for a perfect score of 20 and 15. Why is that? That is because to obtain the perfect score under education, there are additional points aside from the grades in your undergraduate studies. These are the additional points under education on top of the score you obtained using your GWA. Under the academic track, those who are applying under the strands UMS, ABM, and STEM, here are your additional points. If you have completed 15 units of specialized subjects in your masteral, you have plus 1 point. Completed 18 units in masteral, plus 2 points. Completed academic requirements for a master's degree, plus 3 points. Master's degree, plus 5 points. Completed academic requirements doctorate, plus 6 points. If you are already a doctorate degree holder, plus 8 points. For other tracks like TVL, Arts and Design, and Sports track, if you completed 15 units of specialized subjects in masteral, plus 1 point. Completed 18 units in masteral, plus 2 points. Completed academic requirements for a master's degree, plus 3 points. Master's degree holder, plus 4 points. Complete academic requirements doctorate, plus 5 points. And a doctorate degree holder, plus 6 points. But remember, your points should not exceed the maximum points given for education, which is 20 points under the academic track and 15 points for the rest of the tracks. Next on the list of our criteria of points is the teaching or industry or workplace experience. Notice that the experience being mentioned is not limited to teaching experience only. Thus, all professional experience in the field under the track being applied for are covered under this context. In here, the assigned points is 15 for academic track and 20 points for other tracks. Take note that the points will only be computed starting on the 13th month of your employment, where a 0.5 point shall be given for every month. For example, if you are a TVL applicant with 2 years experience or 24 months, then it shall be computed this way. 24 months minus 12, that is 12, times 0.5, that is equal to 6. So you will be given 6 points under experience, because we will only give the 0.5 points every month starting on the 13th month of your employment. What are the needed documents under experience? This could be in the form of certificate of employment, employment contract, service records, deployment order, and the likes, as long as the date employment started and terminated can be found. If you are self-employed, then business permits shall be used to determine the validity of workplace experience. Practitioners may present other proof deemed acceptable by the Division Selection Committee. Applicants who have performed duties and functions higher than the position being applied for, which is Teacher 1 position, shall be given additional +2 points. Like for example, applicants who serve as department head, teacher, but serving as department head in their previous workplace, a mechanic who has performed supervisory functions, an artist who is the president of a guild, and others as deemed acceptable by the Division Selection Committee. If we have applicants who are displaced from an HEI or higher education institutions, they have additional points as long as they have their certification of their previous employer certifying that they are displaced from an HEI. Then the following points shall be given to them on top of the points computed on their experience. So if they have at least 1 year of experience, they have additional 1 point. More than 1 year to less than 3 years of experience, plus 3. 3 or more years of experience, plus 5. So if the points obtained by an applicant exceed the total number of points for the criterion, then the maximum points assigned shall be given. The third list in our criteria of points is specialized training. We have 10 points for academic track, 20 points for TVL track, and 15 points assigned under arts and design track and sports track. So we start here with the academic track, arts and design, and sports track. So applicants under these tracks must have attended training relevant to the courses in the track they are applying for, and or for skills development in fields related to the work, duties, and functions of a secondary education teacher. So this refers to the seminars, trainings, workshops, and symposia directly related to such shall be credited. The point system under specialized training, under still for academic, arts and design, and sports track, we have 1 point shall be given for every training, seminar, workshop, or symposium of at least 2 days. And then 2 points for every certification from a recognized association or guild. So that's an additional 2 points aside from 1 point being assigned for each training or seminar. Documentary proof of knowledge in using technology or software that may aid in teaching specialization shall be given another 2 points on top of the score obtained, not to exceed 10 points. So what are these technology or software? So this could be computer-aided applications, wherein you have a documentary proof or certification from an association or a school or from your employer that you have used this software or technology in teaching. So you will be given 2 points additional for that. Now under for arts and design track applicants, certifications like fellowships abroad, participation in local arts congress, participation in art exhibits or performances, whether group, solo, and then certification from any respectable and highly regarded national or international art-related professional organizations. So each of these certification shall be given additional 2 points for those applicants under arts and design, on top of the score they obtained on the trainings, workshops, and symposium that they have attended, but not to exceed 15 points. Under sports track applicants, we also have additional points for them. And still, it would be added on top of the points they have obtained in their trainings, workshops, and symposium, but not to exceed 15 points. If they have these following certifications: certified by Red Cross in standard first aid and basic life support, certified instructor in group or individual training, certification from any respectable and highly regarded and international physical education, health, fitness, sports, recreation, and dance associations or organizations. Now for the TVL applicants under specialized training, these are your point system. You must at least hold a National TVET Trainer Certificate or NTTC from TESDA. These are the national certificate known as NC, which should be at least 1 level higher than the course to be taught, and a Trainer's Methodology Certificate or TMC 1 or 2. So these following certificates has their equivalent points according to the table we have shown in this slide. So if you are to teach course on NC1, the applicant must be an NC2 holder, which is 1 level higher than the course to be taught. NC2 certificate will have 18 points. You will be given 18 points. If you have NC3, you will be given 19 points. Then if you have NC4, then you will be given the highest points, which is 20. So these are the point system under specialized training for TVL applicants. Still for TVL applicants under specialized training for courses that have no NC level higher, a maximum of 20 points shall be given to applicants who have the highest attainable NC level. So for example, if their national certificate is only one level, then that NC1 level will be given an equivalent of the highest points, which is 20. And then we have additional 3 points for TMC1 holder. And TMC2 holder will receive additional 4 points. Practitioners without NTTC and applicants for courses that have no national certificates shall be rated and assessed through demonstration by industry partners or duly recognized TESTA technology institutions which the SDO shall partner. Next, letter D in our criteria of points is interview. So all applicants shall undergo interview, which will give them a maximum of 15 points. That is for applicants under all tracks. So the Division Selection Committee shall interview applicants and shall rate them accordingly. As to satisfactory, that is 1 point, very satisfactory 3 points, and outstanding 5 points. So the interview questions should center on the following 3 competencies. What are these 3 competencies? Teaching ability, which demonstrates appropriate knowledge of content and pedagogy. Classroom management demonstrates ability to encourage positive student behavior and to deal effectively with negative student behavior. Or questions may come also from this competency on school fit, which demonstrates skills and needs for development that can be a good fit with the school. So these 3 competencies, the applicant can score a total of maximum 15 points, wherein each competency has a highest score of 5 points. Now let us proceed to letter E, English communication skills. So applicants must undergo the said English proficiency test, or known as EPT, for which the division will conduct through the administration of the Bureau of Education Assessment. So applicants just keep in touch or have a constant communication as to the schedule of this English proficiency test, because this will be the basis of your score for the English communication skill, wherein you will have a maximum of 10 points if you are an applicant under the academic track and 5 points for other tracks. So how to get your score in this criterion? First is to take note or to get your score in the English proficiency test. So for example, if you have an 82% score in your EPT, so you convert that to decimal, which is 0.82. So that 0.82 will be multiplied by the weighted points under academic track, that is 10. So it will become 8.2. So 0.82 times 10 is equal to 8.2. So your points under English communication skill, if you are an academic track applicant, your score is 8.2. If you are under TVL, for example, since 5 points is his highest score, 82% or 0.82 times 5 is equal to 4.1 points. So your score under this criterion, the English communication skills, is 4.1 if you are an applicant from the tracks under TVL, Arts and Design, or Sports tracks. Letter F, portfolio or outstanding achievements. So this is 10 points for applicants under the academic track and TVL tracks, and a highest of 15 points for applicants under the Arts and Design track and Sports track. So take note of that. What are the documents needed in this criterion? So it is a portfolio or a compilation of outstanding achievements or accomplishments. And what are these outstanding achievements and accomplishments that the DepEd order is referring to? This may include, but are not limited to, the following: published work, recognized innovations and accomplishments in research and development. It could be prizes or awards, recognitions, letters of commendation for thesis or major academic papers, exemplary performance, work, and or academic projects. So if you have this type of achievements or accomplishments, submit these documents to the division selection committee so that it will be evaluated according to the point system that is being suggested in this DepEd order, wherein there would be up 1 point under subnational level, 2 points for each work or accomplishment under the national level, and 5 points for international level, 3 points for innovations and accomplishments in research and development, and 3 points international level for awards and recognitions. So if you have this type of achievements or accomplishments that you have received, then it could be submitted for points under this criterion, the portfolio and outstanding achievements. So this criterion is different from that specialized training, because under that specialized training, you are attending a seminar, training, or workshop. But in this criterion, the outstanding achievements, you are being recognized, you are being awarded or given a prize out of your accomplishments. In addition, under outstanding achievements, practitioners or experts applying for teaching positions in any track may also submit the following for another maximum of 5 points. So what are these documents? This could be government-issued business permits if self-employed, accreditation, recognition, proof of proficiency. So if you have these documents, you can submit this for a maximum of 5 points, wherein for business permit for self-employed applicants, you will be given 2 points. There is no leveling on that business permit. While for this certificate, there is that leveling from subnational, national to international. So under proof of proficiency, you will have 1 point for subnational, 2 points for national level, 3 points for international level. For certificate of recognition, you have 2 points subnational, 3 points national, 4 points under international level. And certificate of accreditation, you have 3 points under subnational level, 4 points for national level, and 5 points for international level. And now, my dear applicants, we will now proceed to the last criterion in the evaluation criteria and computation of points under this senior high school teaching position hiring guidelines, which is letter G, the demonstration teaching. In here, you will be able to garner 20 points if you are under academic track, and maximum 15 points for applicants under the tracks TVL, Arts and Design, and Sports. So all applicants shall undergo the demonstration teaching specifically for the subject for which they are applying. You will be evaluated according to the rubrics, where there are 15 listed components and shall be rated by the corresponding points 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the highest points for each component would be 4 points, and the lowest would be 1 point. So under the demonstration teaching, you will be evaluated, or you will be given points by the observer according to this 6 domain. So the first domain, we have the lesson planning and preparation. We have the classroom management. Third is the teaching learning process. Fourth, the language proficiency. Letter E, assessment of learning outcomes. And letter F, reinforcement of learning. And each domain has its components. So this, we have a total of 15 components as mentioned a while ago. So letter A has 3 components, letter B has 2, C has 5 components, letter D has 2 components, letter E has 2, and we have 1 component in letter F. So under lesson planning and preparation, you will be rated according to the following: selecting instructional objectives, mapping coherent instruction, instructional materials, resources, and technology. Under classroom management, you will be rated according to how you manage classroom procedures, how you organize the physical space. Under the teaching learning process, there are 5 components under it, and you will be evaluated by each component, such as the knowledge of content and pedagogy, questioning and discussion skills, students' learning, students' response to activities, and the learning activities. Under language proficiency, you will be rated as to the use of language, conveyance of information and ideas. And letter E, assessment of learning outcomes, you will be rated according to the congruence with instructional objectives and assessing student learning. For letter F, reinforcement of learning. So you will be rated as to how you provide opportunities to strengthen students' written work, performance tasks, and quarterly assessment. So these are the 15 components wherein you will be rated with a highest score of 4 points for each component under the criterion demonstration teaching. So we have here an example. So first is to get the sum of points attained for the 15 components. In our example, we have the arts and design. So the applicant got a total of 45 in the score out of 15 components in the rubrics. So this 45, the total score is 45. This 45 would be divided by 60, which is the highest possible score. So the result of that, that is the percentage score times the percentage of the said track, the weighted percentage of the track, which is arts and design, which is 15. For academic track, that is 20. So if we have 45 over 60 times 0.15, multiplied by 100, we have 11.25. For demonstration teaching of this applicant under arts and design is 11.25 out of a perfect score of 15. So that is how we computed the points under this demonstration teaching. And that ends my session on the evaluation criteria and computation of points under the hiring guidelines for senior high school teaching positions of DepEd Order number 3 series of 2016. So if anyone has queries and clarifications, kindly reserve your questions and clarifications during the open forum this afternoon. So we could cater all your questions about this session. And also for more details, you can download the DepEd order on deped.gov.ph, DepEd order number 3 series of 2016. So you could have your own copy for more specific details and information about this session or about these hiring guidelines. So with that note, I would like to thank everyone for spending your time with me, for listening and watching my session and my presentation. And I do hope that you have learned a lot on this orientation. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone. God bless.